Alright, so yesterday I put up a video titled Why LS is Better Than a Small Block Chevy. And looking at the comments, you'd think that I told people I wanted to kick their dogs. So I figured instead of just expressing my opinion about it, let's go to someone else with more experience on small block Chevy side. So Duke, what do you think? Small block Chevy or LS? You don't really care. So what do you think? Pretend I'm not.
I love small block, I love big block, I love old school. But the damn money I have put into this motor, this big block, I could have built an LS and threw twin turbos on it, probably cheaper, and got twice as much horsepower.
Well, here's the problem with saying that. Now there's going to be a bunch of people in the comments saying that we just didn't know what we're doing when we built it. Even though we took it to a professional who looked over everything and tuned it as well as he knows how, who's built 1,000+ horsepower engines. We screwed that up.
Maybe I'm still going to go one more season on the big block. I will probably scatter this thing this year because I'm going to give it everything it's got. I'm going to dump every amount of nitrous into it. I'm going to leave off the line fucking ungodly high RPMs off the trans brake. I'm going to see if I can make this damn thing do something. If all else fails, I'm going to scatter a motor. I don't know. Jack Black is going to do something. Good or bad, it's going to leave its mark. Either on film or on the track.
There's a lot of people that have been saying to get rid of the Edelbrocks on it and throw Hollies.
Well, yeah. I just don't have, $1,000 for a set of Hollies.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about going back to just one 4-barrel on it, get rid of the tunnel ram, and go back to the other nitrous setup to where I can dump a shitload into it, put a couple kits on it.
Yeah.
Or more. Let it eat until it throws up. Burps, farts, or something.
It'd be nice to see this thing live up to its potential.
Yeah. I should be able to hit a 10 easy with this thing, the way it's set up.
I mean, just the power that the engine made on the dyno.
Yeah.
On motor should have gone at least an 11. I mean, looking at the graph, it was still climbing at 6,000.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it easily would have been 650.
Everybody says big blocks don't rev out high. How high is high?
I don't know. I think they can. I think it depends on rotating assembly and cylinder heads. Good heads will run out. Good cam will run out.
I mean, a small block, I've seen them run 95, 10,000 on the circle tracks. What's the limit on the big block? 7, 8?
I think it depends on the big block.
I don't know. We'll see come summertime. But I might go back to the one, put the nitrous back on it, and get that Brandon had that, what, a 950 or 1050 carb?
I don't remember. I think he had a 950.
950? Try that on it, see what happens.
I think
new tires, got a good tranny, good stall, got everything. Just got to make the motor do something.
Getting the motor figured out and getting the suspension figured out and playing with the weight bias. Because it's probably like 60, 65 on the nose.
Yeah, I gotta get the weight off the front end, put it on the ass end.
Just need to get the full fiberglass front.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I was looking at them. It's like $1,300.
What, they make them for this?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
How come I can't find a plastic bumper?
I don't know. I think it was VFN was one of the places that makes them. And then, I don't know, there was 2 different places I saw that make full fiberglass lift-off clips for it.
Wow, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because I was looking at stuff for the Monte Carlo, daydreaming.
Before I went that, I probably should start thinking about a roll cage.
Yeah. Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, what was that one clip from Blacktop? What the hell was that movie?
2-lane blacktop?
2-lane Blacktop, where that one guy, just to be safe, besides wearing a football helmet, he wore all the shoulder pads and all that stuff when he climbed in his car. One of the kids did.
I don't remember that.
I haven't seen that movie.
I haven't seen that movie in probably.
Could have been on American Graffiti or something. I don't know. I just remember seeing a movie years ago where a guy was wearing all the padding he could, in case something happened.
The only thing like that I remember is in Easy Riders, Jack Nicholson puts on a football helmet.
Oh, yeah, that football helmet.
On the back of the bike. That's the only thing I remember like that. But yeah, I haven't seen Two Lane Blacktop in probably 10 years.
That's a great movie.
Yeah. So why is a small block Chevy better than an LS?
I love old school. You have no computers that can go wrong, nothing that can crap out on you. It's easier to diagnose a problem.
I think that can go either way.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn that.
Because depending on the problem, you can just plug it in and it'll tell you. What are you doing, Duke? Because depending on the problem, you can just plug a scanner and it'll tell you what the problem is.
Yeah.
Unless it's something unique. But that's one of the things that some other people said on the videos that all I need is just a screwdriver for my small block Chevy. And it's like, yeah.
Screwdriver and a hammer.
Screwdriver and experience.
All else fails, duct tape it.
I think a lot of people thought that I was just shitting on a small block when that wasn't really the case. I think small blocks can be great. I just think that they need a lot more.
An LS puts out more horsepower. You have to sink a lot of money into a small block to get the horsepower that a LS stock puts out. I mean, that's a no-brainer right there.
There's going to be a lot of people that say that to have a reliable LS, you have to put a bottom end in it, which I don't think that's true either.
No, I've seen two medium run stock that I can't believe they held together.
And they've lasted for so long. Not to say that there aren't some that just blow up immediately, but I think that's to do with the tune and the combination. And what they were trying to do with it.
Like 4.8 Blazer.
Well, John's case was he put 40 pounds to it and bent the rods.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, look, he ran that thing for so long, so much horsepower, so much pressure. I mean, just putting the boost to that thing, and it was basically a stock motor underneath.
Yeah, it was a stock 4.8 at the time.
And it was running fast. God damn, that thing was quick.
Yeah, 990s in, what, like a 3,800 pound Blazer?
Yeah. Watching you guys in these LS motors just amazing the hell out of me.
Yeah, I think when you saw John's Blazer go 9s, you were like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I should consider LS. Because it's like, I'm pretty sure all that was a 4.8. It was stock truck intake, stock heads with just a sloppy stage 2 cam, springs, and a turbo.
I mean, what would this do if I went to a single carb, but that air flow through tight?
Oh, blow through?
Yeah, and put a turbo on. What would the big block do?
I'll be honest, what I would love to do is put a real good single plane on it with like a Sniper EFI.
Yeah.
And then put a huge turbo on it. I think, like...
Yeah, I mean, what the hell would that do?
Make a lot of power is what it do.
I mean, the advantage to it is I don't have to buy fucking nitrous all the time.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about nitrous fires.
Yeah, that like $100-$150 every week or two gets old.
Yeah. To fill a couple tanks, yeah. Turbo, I can just run it normal or pour the coals to it.
Yeah, because we could fit a big-ass turbo right here.
Oh, yeah.
Or move the battery back and
move
put
all
twins.
This shit on the inside, rewire everything here, move the battery to the back. Fucking gut the shit out of this thing. I mean, I think I got a good crank and I got good rods and pistons that will hold up to it.
Yeah, I think so too. And turbos are a lot more gentle on bottom ends.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons turbo LSs do so good.
I mean...
Because nitrous, it just hammers it.
Yeah, it slams into the boost.
Yeah, to where, like, if you hit it at too low of an RPM, that cylinder pressure just goes through the roof and upsets stuff. No, I think this thing with either a huge single, which for the size of the motor, that would be expensive. I think twins would be the way to go on this.
Smaller twins.
They're a lot cheaper.
Oh, yeah, because I can flip the headers around or get the ones that just come right up here and stop.
Yeah.
Just sell all the shit on top. And shit, I could, off that, buy my damn turbos.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If anybody wants to buy tunnel ram and nitrous setup, let us know. We might do it, as much as I hate selling stuff.
Yes. I'd rather box it and shelf it.
Because I know right after we sold that, we'd find the guy selling a T-bucket for $800. That we could just get a motorhome big block and just set that on it.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I don't know why I didn't turn the heat on out here a while ago.
Because we weren't planning on hanging out here that long.
That is true. That is true.
No, I think a lot of people think I'm strictly just an LS guy, and I don't know. I like them because they're cheap and they make good power, and they're really simple to me to work on. Like, they're just Legos. You don't have to lash valves or anything like that. That gets old.
Yeah, you ain't got to fuck with them. Mm-hmm. And you can change the intake without having to drain all the water out.
Yeah.
And most of the time when you change the intake on a big block, you have to change the oil too, because water does get in there.
But I think I just like engines.
Yeah. Put a rotary in it. Twist it to about 25,000 and let her go.
See, I'd like to do a rotary build too. We got to be careful talking about the rotaries. People get real upset about those. I would love to get like 4 of those and blow 3 of them up trying to figure it out, and then maybe get one to run halfway decent.
So far, I think I've had more fun running a small block than this big block. But I do like the torque out of the hole. It's just from half out. I lose it. Haven't figured that part out yet.
Yeah, there's still part of me that thinks it's blown through the converter. I don't know what else it could really be.
Well, since I put the new tranny in, we've never been to the track with it, have we?
Yeah, we have.
We have?
Yeah, the last time we were there. When it went.
It sucked on too, didn't it?
Yeah. That's when we talked to that old gasser guy.
Yeah.
With his car that had a very similar setup. Just different headers, and I think he had Holly carbs on it. And he said his car was 3100 or 3200, and he was trapping 108, I think.
So we weren't far apart.
Yeah, that's the way I understood it. Like our mile an hour was very similar.
We will see what we come up with for next summer, or this summer. No, next summer.
This coming summer.
Yeah.
2022.
It's still 21, so we gotta wait for 22 and see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Why was 2019 afraid of 2020?
All right, I don't know.
Because they got in a fight in 2021.
Cute.
All right, I got one more. I've been saying mucho lately to all my Mexican friends. It means a lot to them. All right. You want to say bye?
Aloha.
Good enough.
It's either hello or goodbye, whichever.
All right, so that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys, I don't know, enjoyed it maybe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, clicking that bell. We'll see you next time.